Hi, it's Patrick Hutzel from Intensive Care at Home, where we provide tailor-made solutions for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomies by improving their quality of life, and where we also provide tailor-made solutions to hospitals and intensive care units to save money and resources whilst providing quality care. In last week's blog, I talked about can you be discharged from hospital with ventilator tracheostomy and feeding tube. You can check out last week's blog by clicking on the link below this video. In today's blog, I want to talk about 6-year-old Ana-Carolina in Auckland, New Zealand, who lived in a pediatric ICU for almost all of her life. AnaCarolinas and her parents, Elaine and Peter's ordeal is finally coming to an end and she can go home. So today's blog is about after nearly 6 years in PICU, AnaCarolina can finally go home. Or the right place for a ventilated child. It's been nearly 6 years, or to be exact, 2,117 days since AnaCarolina has been admitted to Starship Pediatric ICU in Auckland, New Zealand. Diagnosed with a mystery condition, AnaCarolina has been tracheostomized and ventilated since she was 5 months old. After a long battle with the health authorities in New Zealand, AnaCarolina can finally leave PICU at Starship Hospital in Auckland, New Zealand. AnaCarolina and her parents have long been denied specialty home intensive care nursing services that are readily available in Australia and in many other European countries for many years and decades. In the meantime, whilst AnaCarolina's parents had to fight the health authorities to get funding for home care, the cost for AnaCarolina's intensive care bed was $5,000 per bed day approximately, and a total of 9.2 million New Zealand dollars. This exorbitant cost could have been cut in less than half if a specialist and intensive care substitution service like intensive care at home could have provided home care services instead. A discharge home would have been possible many years ago as soon as Carolina was medically stable and off inotropes or vasopressors. Whilst New Zealand health authorities refused to acknowledge the right for AnaCarolina to go home, the cost for her care in PICU kept spiraling completely out of control, and AnaCarolina and her parents had no quality of life whatsoever. Whilst AnaCarolina occupied a PICU bed for nearly 6 years, many other children in need of a critical care bed were unable to access this precious PICU bed and precious resource. On top of AnaCarolina and her parents, quote-unquote, living in PICU for nearly 6 years, Elaine and Peter had to fight to keep AnaCarolina alive as the PICU at Starship wanted to stop AnaCarolina's life support. Her parents have fought a tremendous and successful fight with a great outcome by keeping AnaCarolina alive and also by finally taking her home. We have written about AnaCarolina before, and I have put some links to previous blog posts and videos below this video in the written version of this blog. I have also put a link below this blog to a newspaper article from the Newshub in New Zealand reporting about AnaCarolina's discharge from PICU at Starship to home. And I'm going to read this out to you as it's not too long. So the headline of the Newshub article is AnaCarolina spends first night at home with parents after almost a lifetime in hospital. She's been battling a rare illness since she was a toddler, but her parents say she's finally got a fresh start. Waking up in a bedroom of their very own is a daily occurrence for most 6-year-olds, but for AnaCarolina, it's a first. It's like a dream that we've had for a long time, and we couldn't believe today is the day, her mother Elaine told Newshub. For AnaCarolina's parents, it's a chance to finally unpack and give their daughter a home. Yesterday, AnaCarolina's parents were given the all clear to take their daughter home. She had lived almost her entire life in Starship's intensive care ward in Auckland, New Zealand. It's been 2,117 days of medical shifts. It's just a lifetime, really, said her father, Peter Bertram. AnaCarolina was born healthy but was diagnosed with a mystery condition when she was just 5 months old. It's been a battle all the way. As well as caring for AnaCarolina up to 20 hours a day, her parents have also been fighting Auckland DHB. The tussle erupted over the right place for a ventilated child. We pretty much had to fight to keep AnaCarolina alive initially. Over time, they saw that children could be at home, said Elaine, her mum. Now that she's home and they're looking for staff to help provide full-time care. Once that's sorted, Bertram will finally be able to return to work, but for now the family is looking forward to the simple pleasures. Having breakfast together and taking AnaCarolina to the supermarket to sit on the couch and watch a movie as a family, he said. A chance for a normal life, enjoying the things many take for granted. Again, the last part was an article from the Newshub in New Zealand. If you want to find out how we can help you to get your loved one out of intensive care, including palliative care or long-term acute care, also out of a nursing home, or if you find that you have insufficient support for your loved one at home on a ventilator, if you want to know how to get funding for our service, or if you have any questions, please send me an email to patrick@intensivecareathome.com. That's Patrick just with a K at the end, or call on one of the numbers on the top of the website. Also, have a look at our career section. We are currently hiring ICU and pediatric ICU nurses for clients in the Melbourne metropolitan area, northern suburbs, Mornington Peninsula, Sunbury, and in South Gippsland, Victoria. We are an NDIS, TAC, and DVA approved community service provider in Australia. Also, have a look at our range of full service provisions by clicking on the relevant links for services. We have also been part of the Royal Melbourne Health Accelerator program for innovative healthcare companies. Thank you for tuning into this week's blog. This is Patrick Hutzel from Intensive Care at Home, and I'll see you again next week in another update.